YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Duke, back here from Sportsgamerz.com, and in today's Madden 23 tip video, I'm about to break down 2 glitch routes that will allow you to score versus any defense in the game. So, this is actually a very special video because these 2 routes you can actually find in one play. No hot routes are required and no abilities are required. That's absolutely huge. But past that, these 2 routes are found in different plays, and this is just something that everybody's going to want to implement into their offense. Now, this video I decided to take a look at the Rams playbook on offense. I want to look at this single back bunch X nasty formation. So it's got a couple of pretty unique plays in it. It's a pretty unique formation. You can't find a lot of this stuff to many other playbooks and formations throughout the whole game. But the play I want to look at is this PA boot slide. So this play is so good at beating the man-to-man meta right now. I mean, as you guys know, most people are still running some sort of man-to-man blitz, especially with these new players that came out with the Ghost of Madden promo. You know, a lot of people are still running nickel, 3-3, over, dollar. You know, all these different nickels and dimes and dollars man-to-man blitzes are still pretty much what you tend to see when you play online right now. So, you know, a lot of people will, you know, blitz the 6 guys, 5 to 6 guys, you know, press you, mug the line of scrimmage, all that. So this play is really good. Honestly, with this play, you can block the running back if you want. A lot of times, I'll actually just put him on a wheel route out of the backfield and slant my tight end and motion him across the formation. Now, before I get too much further, guys, if you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I do daily Madden 23 videos, tips, gameplays, and news. Smash that like button if you're really rocking me. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. If we will do that, I will post another play from this scheme for you guys for free on the YouTube channel. Comment. All that does help me out a lot. Now, the 2 routes I want to focus on are to Cup and Jefferson. So you got this little angled post and unique C route. So you guys know C routes are really good. You can hot route them if you have the ability, but if you don't, this is a great play to use because this C route combined with this little post route that's angled over the middle, absolute man killer. So the other thing I do is I motion the tight end across the formation just to give me another quick read over the middle of the field. So as you guys can see there, that route right there that Jefferson ran is a man-to-man killer. For my free YouTube content, I highly recommend checking out Sportsgamerz.com. This is where I post all my premium content for Madden 23. I have offensive and defensive eBooks, schemes, plus I do 4 to 6 premium tips every week in the Madden Vault to keep you guys ahead of the game. Our best offer yet is the Sportsgamerz Madden VIP membership. This is the best Madden membership anywhere on the net, the best content at the best price. You get access to the entire site for only $24.99. This means all of our eBooks, all of our Madden Vault tips, plus you even get access to our meta reports and our exclusive VIP members-only community. I also do one-on-one coaching as well for you guys that are interested in that. See you at Sportsgamerz.com. If you're serious about winning more games, I will post a link in the description as well as in the comments. This beats backed up man, man off coverage, man press coverage, shaded up coverage. It beats every sort of man coverage you can use, which is huge because a lot of times with man-to-man blitzes, you know, if they press you, if they shade up, if they back their coverage up, a lot of routes work a little bit differently. This one works against any form of man. And as you guys can see, I mean, I just did it with an average receiver. I don't have any abilities, but I will say good receivers with abilities definitely are huge this year against man coverage, especially if you play MUT. But most post routes this year are just average. This is the best post route in the game. There's another one of these posts you can find in the tight offset TE, a few other formations too, but this is the best post you can run because when you break up and out and then have that hard cut back to the inside, it really turns that DB around. I mean, that's Sauce Gardner. That's a really good corner against an average receiver, and we still absolutely whooped him for a free touchdown. It's really nice because you have multiple routes that can beat man potentially. You have that route I just showed you, the post. You have the routes over the middle, which I'll show in a second. But the C route is the other very explosive route on this play. As you guys see here, that's going to be a pretty consistent route to beat man. The DB did get a nice animation right there, but we were still able to catch that. On this year's game, those aggressive catches are going to be caught more times than not. But what I really like about this play is if somehow they're able to take away the bigger plays, or maybe you don't have enough time, which you really should, the middle of the field is going to be easy to attack in man coverage, because when you motion that tight end, especially if he's like a short and elite tight end against man coverage, that motion slant is consistently going to win every single time. You just snap it while he's still in motion. Then you have that crossing route to the slot receiver pal. It's just a lot. I mean, it's a lot of routes that you have to worry about. Guys, don't forget that you still do have your running back on the wheel route, because, you know, a lot of times maybe they'll say, okay, like, you keep killing me with these routes over the middle of the field. You know, we're going to just sit our user over the middle. We're not even going to worry about the running back, right? Well, that's when you hit the running back wheel route out of the backfield. You know, a nice little gain. That's a quick pass as well. So they can't ignore the running back. Now, the other type of man-to-man coverage that's pretty common right now is people literally just pressing their coverage with the safeties over the top, sometimes using some sort of shading. Well, the thing about this is this coverage is actually really easy to beat from this play, because that post route is going to get right in between those two safeties. Again, you're going to notice here, look, you just throw it right on the break, and them safeties, they're spread out. This is going to attack the middle. So you can kind of get right in that sweet spot that the safeties will not react. And this is just a really good man-to-man beater. Again, this is an average receiver here cooking Sauce Gardner. If you guys also look here, notice how on certain instances of man-to-man, it really depends upon how the defense they're running, their coaching adjustments, their alignment. But here, in some other defenses too, when you motion the tight end, notice how it makes those corners slide out. That's actually going to allow both the C route and that post to cook even more. Look, even with the safety over the top, the C route cooked here too, we could still complete that on the sideline. Now, again, there are ways the defense, if they're smart, can counter the corners sliding out as they just did. But that is definitely something that will happen if someone does not know how to counter that. But look how the safeties are spread out. So we're able to hit this right down the middle. Bam. Again, this route is something that you want to add into your offense. It's in a ton of different looks. Actually, I shouldn't say a ton, but it's in a few different looks. Like I said, tight offset T is another one of them. It's very effective. You know, this is not just a man beater, however. You can definitely make this work even against a cover 3. This is also a zone beater too. Now, I would, against zone, say they're in a cover 3. The only difference I would do is I would just go ahead and streak that slot receiver. Because when you streak that slot receiver, he's going to get the deep third out of the equation. As you guys can see here, the deep third gets ran off by that streak. And when I say the deep third, I'm meaning the inside third by the safety that would normally be in a position to play that. He's going to take him away. So you guys can see, look, the streak takes that guy away. He's got his back turned. So now, when a receiver on the post cuts back to the middle of the field, he's by the hook zones, and we can just throw it in there very easy. Again, this basically ends up being basically a touchdown. Now, you might say to yourself, well, what if they use it? Well, again, that's why we have underneath reads. That's why I motion the tight end slant across the formation so that he comes back underneath that route. So say that they were using a hook zone, you know, we would just hit the tight end. It's a perfect example of that right here would be, again, let's just go ahead and do the same thing again. So let's say that this user is, you know, just over the middle of the field on either spy or hook zone. It doesn't really matter. But bottom line is, you know, they're just sitting over the middle, and they're kind of, you know, see that we hit that post, so they run with it. Next play, bam. You hit the tight end slant. They can't do that anymore. So, like I said, this play really is explosive. You have multiple routes that can win over the top for touchdowns. It beats man. It beats zone. But best of all, you do have quick checkdowns over the middle of the field so that you're not reliant upon the big play every single time. This is definitely a play that I would look at if you like running under center. It does a great job against man, but more importantly, I want you guys to focus on the post route and the route combos we use on this play. That post route is found in other books and formations, and the route concepts we use on here will allow you to exploit any defense in the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tip. Until next time, it's Duke, and I'm out.